What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Kulusevski. He is the 85 right wing and he's a new Champions League card. A road to the knockout, 85 rated, a 4-star, 3-star, left-footed, 6'1 with finesse and flair. Again, a little bit more expensive than his counterpart that we've just got in the left wing, right wing, Sterling. He came in at 2 SBCs, worth about 100 and something K. Kulusevski is an 86, 85 and 84. Again, he has got the ability to go up just like Sterling, but with obviously Kulusevski, he's got to go through the Champions League. Very well-rounded card, great pace, which you can add to with a Hunter. You have got shooting, passing, dribbling, and a bit of physicality. So he's going to be quite an interesting one to have a look at if we can get to his card to see what he actually has then. So he's a controlled card that can actually go lengthy. So that is what we're going to be using today is Architect. I feel like everybody's going to be going to that to start with because that is actually a big meta at the moment until we see anything different. With this card, I thought he might have been a little bit cheaper, but 160 is what he's coming in at. Every card is a little bit kind of more cheaper, and as we go through the night, should be more and more cheap because we have obviously got ourselves some lightning rounds. So let's jump him into the squad, get him going, see what Kulusevski can do for us, and hopefully kind of really go with, is he worth it? Should you do this card? So with the Architect on, obviously he can go right mid, right wing, and also centre forward. So some nice positions there. I believe the centre forward is almost like the new right forward. I know in a couple of formations, we actually have a double centre forward striker rather than right forward, left wing. They've kind of been taken out of the game. But this is what he sets up like with the Architect on. Looking very, very nice indeed. A good passing bonus as well as strength and aggression coming into him. So let's have a look and see what this card can do for us. Kulusevski taking the ball. That's what I want to see. Good dribbling from him. Mbappe is going to lead him in. He's going to fake that pass to him. Virgil coming through. A little bit of dribbling here. Gets past Virgil. Back curve again. Looking for that little bit of a left stick dribble. We kind of got ourselves in a bit of an angle here. And yeah, I thought we were getting a bit lucky, but Virgil will always step up to the mark there as we try and find something back. Kulusevski on this side. Go for that left foot finesse. And we're asking a bit much there. Areola straight on that one. Kulusevski leading this counter then. What can we find from him? We want good pace. We've got the lengthy category on him. He's got Virgil, who is naturally lengthy. Going to look for that through ball. It's solid, but I think he's offside. That is a great cut in. It's just a fraction away from him, unfortunately. But solid run to start with there. Looking for a bit of run. Rashford looking for that Kulusevski run if we can. It's there. He's absolutely on form. Fakes him in. Left foot across. And Kulusevski with the cut in that I didn't think he could do. And he has got a 3-star weak foot, so it's quite nice. Oh, no. He's left footed. I already said that. Damn. Kulusevski. He's got good ability on this ball. He's a very quick turner, which is absolutely perfect, especially on that right wing. You definitely need somebody who's got just a little bit about them. They don't need to be absolutely cracked, but at the start of the game, the quickness is always going to do you an absolute justice on your dribbling. Sometimes you can kind of get away with the more bulkier players later on because their kind of pace and everything do kind of stand out a lot more than the start. But Kulusevski's coming in nice here, looking for that through ball. Mbappe is going to steal it away. The one thing is, we do want them to be attacking here. He's got the finesse. We know he's got it in his locker, and I thought that was over. I thought it was going over the keeper. Always in space. This is why I do like the right wing, right mid position at the moment. It just seems to be so full of space on that side. It just means that you've got that moment to just compose yourself. Yes, on the counters, I do like a more narrow formation when going into defense, but when you're attacking, it is absolutely vital to have all of that space and always like the chip, and that's a solid save from Areola. Fair enough. There's Kulusevski again looking for it. Goes for the finesse again, and Areola with a solid save. The cut-in is going to be absolutely brilliant from him. That is definitely something that's working every single time at the moment. And again, you will find people who will just constantly cut that off, but it does mean he does have the option to go out on the wing as well and just pass it in instead. Maybe crossing might be a bit out of his forte with the 3-star weak foot, as well as then obviously being the opposite side. Would have been nice to potentially have him as a left mid as well, or you could obviously change him in game if you wanted to have him more of a crossing winger rather than necessarily an attacking one. Kulusevski doing some defensive duties as he just knocks it straight into Paqueta's run there. But we do have defense that obviously is in that category. Where are we? He's going to go pass it instead. Okay. But we want that straight out to Kulusevski if we can. The pace coming down the wing is going to be fantastic as he passes it through. Varane, where is he straight away? Little one and another one. Back, little the 1-2. Straight and easy. And Zachariah is so good this year. Lovely through ball from Kulusevski. Bad touch from Mbappe. I never thought I'd see the day of saying that. Kulusevski looking for that ball into Rashford. It's solid. It's a good touch out into Mbappe, and it's a beautiful move with the front three there. Here he is. Little ball out. That's what we want to see. Pace, pace, and more pace. We're looking for that through ball into Rashford. The passing obviously being very, very good from the architect as he finds Kulusevski in chest, finish, and he's found the middle of his legs. Beautiful goal from Kulusevski, and again, he is stunning on that cut-in. The left foot is absolutely sweet. He takes us into the lead at 3-2, and it is game on. And again, I am finding that more and more SBCs, I can imagine, might actually have more requirements just because we don't need chem. Technically, you could make a full... Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, it's hit off the post. We've got a bit of jam. Oh, we've nearly got it. And again, De Gea. But with obviously no chem means that you can use technically an 85 rated team full of goalkeepers if you wanted to, which means it's going to be easier. So maybe they add the requirements up a little bit to kind of counteract that. I don't know if Kulusevski would be any cheaper any other year. I feel like he's probably pricing quite right, and that is stunning. He's managed to get an assist again. Gakpo finishing it this time, and I think we might be able to see this game out now. Good interception from Kulusevski. The passing is absolutely stunning. I would say, in terms of an explosive winger, I would definitely prefer Sterling just from the handful of games that I've played with both. But in terms of I'd say central player, Kulusevski's definitely more invested in my team, I'd say. Personally, I think if you can get him as a cam centre forward, he actually would do really well there. Whereas I think the explosive style of Sterling would be better in terms of his dribbling. Kulusevski is more of your kind of controlled player on the ball, and I think Sterling is just absolute acceleration, and you can definitely see that as well as here. When I get for the chip, Rashford, Mbappe's trying. Good block. Kulusevski straight in as we find the shot off, but Areola with a stunning save to stop 5. Oh, is he going to beat him? He's beat him on the run. Keeper's going to be out. It's just chip central as he finishes it off. 5, hat-trick from Kulusevski. It's a stunning start to being in the club. Oh, and he wasn't done yet. That's number 4. Thank you very much. So going into the overall then for Kulusevski. So quick check on the SBCs. Flip the cards. We've got a minimum 1 Spurs, 85 minimum overall 1, 84 rated squad. So obviously you've got to have one player 85 or above in the squad. Then we move over to the next one. Premier League, 86 or above, an 85 overall team, and a final one, an 87 or above, and an 86 team. That just seems to be the very, the base of what they're basing these SBCs off is that minimum overall. So make sure that you do kind of stock up always to have probably one of each rating at the most in terms of the high rated. So 88s, I'd say 88s is a safe bet. When we do get an icon SBC, maybe 89 might be needed. But in terms of what we've got that are 89s, I think we might be safe for a while, because realistically, we have got how many golds that are 89? We've only got a couple. So realistically, you've got 1, 2, 3 at a push, 4, 5 players that could potentially be SBC fodder. They put an 89 requirement in now. It just soars to the moon. I think 88 is your way to go and kind of below, and keep them stocked up always. But in terms of Kulusevski's SBC, actually looking at him with the ability to upgrade with just a simple win to get through the knockouts and stuff like that, I don't think this is a bad card to get. Would I say I'd do him over Sterling if you've already completed Sterling? I'd probably say no, unless you are playing Sterling left wing, which means you haven't finished Rashford or got anybody in that position. Because if we do look at the right wing in terms of Prem, we've got a few options. Salah being number one, we are quite in a thingy in World Cup. Joe Cole is a cracking one. Okocha. We've got Lundberg. We've got Park G. Sterling obviously can be right wing. Mahrez, Kulusevski, Sancho, Trippier. I didn't even know that. Right mid, Alfez. So honestly, you've got a lot of options. And for me, I would say Salah is number one, obviously, maybe even Joe Cole, to be honest, because Salah would be cracking in the middle if you could. But then you're looking at Sterling, he's got the pace. I would kind of go for Kulusevski if I'm looking in the middle more than right wing. Using him in that centre forward could be absolutely a brilliant game plan for you, as I think the controlled work as well as the very kind of base stats, I personally think he would play much, much better as a cam-sort orientated player. As we see, he is 88 overall. He's not necessarily that rapid pace. Again, over long distances, lengthy is what's going to work. But in terms of kind of the quick pace, get the pass off, get the move, get the pass off, that is mostly down to Sterling for me. The explosive works well there. It just doesn't work in sprint battles. So Kulusevski is going to be brilliant in that middle role and just so much more pace to be able to do that. Unless you are just absolutely running down a wing and cutting in every single time. He's got a left foot, he's got the skills for it, and he's got the ability for it. Overall for me, I'd happily give him an 8 out of 10 at the moment. I think I've seen pretty good things. Would I say he's the best right wing? Most definitely not. But the SBC is easy to do. You've got until the 14th, so you've got about 5 to 6 days to get that. No, 7 days to get that done. So nice, easy work. We've got plenty of SBCs to come, as well as upgrade packs and foot champs rewards if you have not finished it already. So let me know down below what you think about him. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.